Hi everybody, it's Lizzie from My Ambitious Art. Thanks for joining me here today. My project is a black walnut bowl that has a curved design in it. Originally, I was going to try and bend wood to put in this design, but it didn't work out too good. So I'm going to put resin in where these cuts are going. So I'm gluing down these pieces of my bowl to a plastic corrugated board, and what's going to happen is I'm going to cut this into a circle and I'm going to make a form that is secure with tape and glue, and that way I can pour my resin in without it leaking. So before I said that I was going to use some bent wood, and that was going to be leopard wood and maple. I wanted a contrast with the black walnut, so I thought that was a good color choice. Since it didn't work out, I'm trying to match the maple color in the resin. So I'm using some alcohol ink, which is gold and white, and hopefully this color will match the maple in my segments. I put this on the lathe now. I'm just cleaning up one side so I can get it on a Nova chuck and flip it and work the other side. I'm using leopard wood and maple for the base of my bowl as well as the segmented top. So I'm going to glue these together. Originally, this piece that's connected to my lathe already was going to be just a sacrificial piece of wood. It being maple, I've decided to use it in the base. So I'm gluing everything together. In addition to wood glue, I'm also using some hot glue so that these pieces will stay nice and tight together on the lathe. Starting out roughing the edge with a 1/2 inch bowl gouge. I find that I use this bowl gouge quite often in most of the lathe work. It's just such a good tool. The carbides are great, they're good scrapers, but really this one does the job. Now I'm flattening the other side so I can have a nice flat edge to put my segmented top on. Here I'm cutting out my leopard wood and my maple pieces for the segmented top. Here I'm using some 5-minute epoxy to join the bowl and the rim together. Now I want you to notice the color of the resin. It did not look that white when I mixed it up, and I'll put that little picture right there. See how it changed? It was supposed to match the maple much nicer, but it just turned out kind of white bluish. I'm really unhappy with that color, but at this point I want to finish the bowl because it's going to be a pretty bowl. Sanding everything down now, I start with a 60 grit and work my way up to 600 grit. Cleaning it up with some denatured alcohol to get all the dust off. I'm going to be using Minwax sanding sealer, and I'll use 2 coats of this sanding sealer. And now for the finish, I'm using Axe Abrasive Sanding Paste. And after I get that one on, I'll use the Axe Polish Restoring Paste. And now for the finish, I'm using a 1/16 inch parting tool to take my work off of the chuck. So here's my finished piece. Despite the color discoloration, I love the bowl. I think it's a beautiful design. The wood is rich and I just love it. I hope you like it too. Thanks for watching so much. I appreciate your support by subscribing, liking, and sharing. Your support means the world to me, and I do appreciate it very much. Thank you so much for joining me here today.